All right, we're gonna do a review on the tournament Sport of Kings 9-hole cup. Continue. Ended up shooting a 12 under, so tied for second. Not too bad. One hole. The first hole, as you'll see here, I'm gonna do a quick review of what I ended up doing here, and so here we go. And just take my shots. If I know what my opponent did that worked really well, I'll show you that also. So I'm using my big topper, and basically, and I'm using, if you notice over here, I'm sliding back and forth. I'm using Golf Clash notebook. It's $4.99. I think you can buy this program here. Again, I'm just using a white ball. Okay, pulling for the wind, and I don't have it. I only have one bag, so I can't show you, but that's how I calculate the elevation drop, or the percentage of extra pull you should do. Sometimes it'll say 10 or 20, whatever.
Perfect
Sometimes
shot.
I add more. I might put 25. So it landed just off the edge there and just missed the rough, and put me in a position. That's all the club I have. I could use a bigger ball for sure, but I want to see how this hole went to kind of dictate the rest of the tournament going. So I'll take the second shot now here, go bidding for my eagle, which is, you know, something that I think you have to get, and it's important too. So I had my numbers calculated in my fly. That I can show you. I think I have my fly here. Yep. So it's 3.4. Okay, and the wind is going that direction. So I believe I already determined it's at mid club. So I should be only pulling about 7/8 of the ring, or 7 of the ring. So small is tough. But and then you gotta hit perfect, because the fly is not that accurate. The further out you are with every club, you have to see. And I hit a great shot, and just missed it to the right.
Nice.
Power was perfect. Not happy with that. Should have really should have got an eagle there. And my opponent missed also. So okay, so let's go to the next hole. I'm playing you. And let's just put this aside. Oops. Play a wash. I'm leaving my grid on there so you can kind of see. I got this from Vic Kingman, and then I had to break it down. This is I'm playing on a S9 Ultra, so it's from corner to corner. It's 14.6 inches. It's huge compared to my S23 Ultra phone, which I play on too. But I find I'm trying to get back to this. So here I'm pulling 2.2 rings. Now I'm not really sure if I noticed. I'd have to watch that again, but it almost looks like I pulled the earth instead of the rings. That may
Great shot.
I landed. I was heading at the pin, but you can see there's a little null there, and it shot it left. And my opponent also did the same thing. So I think, you know, Playdemic wants you to use side spin balls, and there's a case of using. Let's watch that again, just because I want to see that I pulled. I'm trying to pull over the center, as Tommy says. So if I had a side spin ball, okay, I went full backspin, and you can notice as I'm moving around, I'm lined up there. Let's see if I pulled, because with the tree in there, I'm trying to figure out whether I pulled the rings. Actually pulled, or did I pull the earth? No, I pulled the rings. Okay, perfect. But I can see it coming in, hitting a great shot. Caused it, if you watch where it bounces, you'll see a little null there.
Great shot.
There's just a bit of, they left dead body there. See? You can see the color distorting.
Nice.
The hill is shinier, and the darkness, it's a little bit dark there. So So there's actually a bump there. So I think you need to play right of that and then use a couple side spin, or at least one. So I think I would go in the second round with a Marlin, at least maybe a Navigator or something gives me two. I guess it'd be a Quasar, give me two side spin to go play it to the right more. Again, we don't know what kind of wind we're going to get. We may get a headwind, doesn't matter. I think there's a little mound there that's causing, if you're not hitting a perfect, and I mean perfect shot, okay, then I think you're going to go off, you know, just like mine did, and my opponent did the same thing. And I wondered why his went off too. Okay, so let's go to the next hole here. And this hole is in normal play. When it's on tour play, I find I can use the rough bump up at the green quite a bit. I don't know what they've done here, but this is difficult in practice. I haven't been able to get the rough bump to stop. Again, I'm using pretty low-level clubs here. Extra Mile 6, and I think I'm using a Backbone is my club coming in. It might be a Goliath, but, you know, I played, we'll see when I get there, I can't remember. Drive worked out good.
Perfect
Hit
shot.
just the left perfect, we'll call it. Wasn't dead center, and I think you have to hit dead center perfect to avoid some of these nulls and stuff that are where they're putting them in there where we land. Okay, so let's go to the approach shot here. Excuse me. And I believe, if I recall, okay, I'm at my short club, but it'll turn into my, oh, so I did have my Goliath, and I'm trying to find a spot here, you know, up tight, and I did use 3 topspin. There is a hill in the back. It did shoot it really, I got it really close, but it went zooming by. Not enough ball guide to tell me whether I should have really put 1.5. In practice, I was using what I thought was 1.5. Maybe I need to move it up closer, and then you know, use maybe 1.5. Maybe so I'm really close to the fairway or the apron there.
Great
but I
shot.
hit it great left, so it missed anyway, and that's coming in too hot anyway. But it did come down and settle in nice, and, you know, getting your...
Nice on.
Of course, I've got, that is my 3rd shot, so don't remember. This is a par. Which hole was this? Doesn't matter. Let's just carry on. The next shot, the par 3, so that probably was hole... Let me look here. Look in my notes here. That was hole number, no, going too far. Hole number 3. So it's hole number 3. Okay, go to the next par 4. It's hole number 4. The 3 is 4. Pretty good math there, Bob. And Tommy recommends a Goliath, or a Backbone, sorry. So I'm trying with a Marlin, determine I think I'm at mid club. And so doing topspin, because again I have more advanced clubs and I get fooled sometimes. I should have really put 2 backspin, or at least 1.5 on this. But again, it's when you're playing with several different clubs. So I'm pulling 2.2 rings because it's at mid. Now I really should have pulled, I think, maximum on this, or even 3.5 rings,
shot.
as the wind suggests, because you can see it's going to the left. And I'm long, and so I could have used,
Nice on.
definitely should pull 1-to-1 on that one with your... Alright, so let's go to the next one. And this is hole number 5. And there is a possibility to, with the right club, I don't have the right clubs yet. My APOC 6 with my Jack of the Hack account, I got onto that finger over there. fairway with against the wind. It was 6.5 miles per hour wind, and just at maximum. I didn't over pull it. I just full. And there's a video on that I uploaded here that shows that shot if you want to look on my channel. Okay, so I want to get it down there as far as I could, give myself a chance.
Perfect shot.
Hitting the perfect shot is good, and that was pretty much dead center, so that should go exactly where you want, except for a little more curl would have been good, or a little more length would have been good. But it's pretty good result here. So go to the approach shot with my big dog, and a little bit of, again, same thing. Big dog doesn't have a full ball guide, so you're kind of at the mercy of figuring out, okay, if I put, you know, and I could have used one, I backed it off, but I should have used one more, because they're at full, showing it should get through the rough with the wind, and I should have maybe not even taken the wind out. Again, these are all the things that's why we're recording this and trying to figure out, okay, in that scenario, what should we be doing? Well, we're taking off 2.5 rings. I think I could have just, I needed overpower here. I did a slight overpower, and then I thought I'd go to the left because I don't want to go in the bunker. And took my time.
Perfect shot.
Perfect shot. So I'm avoiding the bunker here, but just not enough steam. If I would have maybe hit that, my second shot would have hit the fairway, it definitely would have cleared it. But yeah, not impressed. Good opportunity missed there. But I will show you my third shot. My opponent landed in the sand, so he wasn't too happy either. But he got it in. And so then my chance, and again, you know, with a rough cutter, I got no topspin, no backspin, 4.2 miles per hour wind. Thought I'd line it up. Thank goodness it's almost right behind me. So I thought, well, I'm not going to pull the wind. I'm just going to hope for the best here. Concentrate on hitting a perfect shot.
Perfect shot.
It's going a little hot, but thank goodness for the turn in the hole. So that was, I'm grateful for that one. All right. So let's go on to the next one. And that's hole number 6. And there's always one hole that gets you. This hole is not you know, it's not difficult, but it's you know, got to get it down there. So I'm thinking I got 4.5 miles or 4 miles per hour wind behind me. And topspin, no, that's a bad idea. 4 backspin, 4.5 too much. I shouldn't have pulled the wind out. Maybe 2.5 would have been fine. Excuse me. So I pull out, I think, about 1.5 rings. And I should have given it more overpower. I just didn't want to go in the rough. I'm better off hitting on a more awkward angle than I am to try and hit it out of the rough, because I have nothing for rough irons. That's how you get your Nirvana maxed out. That saves your bacon. That's my favorite club. But I need it to be another 10 yards plus down the fairway there. Would have been good. But taking the next shot here. And you can see that my angle isn't that great, another 10 yards or so, but it's going to work out. If I had been playing a weight ball, definitely would have had to put more curl. This actually worked out pretty good, but again, no ball guide. And pulling it back, I really should have pulled it back more. Again, that's why we're here learning. Get that line lined up, and then we're pulling. Looks like 1.1 rings, which was max pull. I thought I had the room, which I did. And a perfect shot would be good. I hit a great shot. 2 rings to the left, and still had enough room to clear the rough there. Just too much, lack of ball guide and too much.
Nice
power. Yeah, too much. So not the right club. I would have rather had my Viper, but I only have 1 bag, so and I didn't think about it. That's how it goes. So the putt. Don't need to see that. Oops. I go to the next one here. Par 3. This is one of the holes. I hate this hole. I've only gotten one hole and one that I can recall on this hole. And this is, and you know, Tommy says use a backbone. I used a backbone because I find, you know, if I'm any other club for whatever reason, I can set it up, ball marker there, I pull for the wind, push for the wind, whatever. Again, it just seems to have a first big bounce, I guess, and so that looks pretty good. Again, and I'm going to be pushing in some wind. Okay, so it looks like I pushed about 2.6 roughly. And try and hit a
Great shot.
perfect shot. Hit a great shot, lots of room there, but end up on the right. Distance was perfect.
Nice on.
Again, I think there are, you know, a few uneven spots in your first landing spot, so that's another one that causes people problems, causes me problems. So comment in the comments if it causes you problems too. I think a lot of, especially tournaments, I'm not sure if they go back and put in the odd little bump here and there just to make it hard. This hole, I'm not figuring it out. I think I did a great shot here. I don't think I needed a kingmaker, but I'm obviously way too much top spin. Okay, I'm leaving the wind in, which is a boo-boo. And I'm moving over power. No wonder I went in the rough here. And I did a nice little slice, hit the outer white ring, which I had room. Bounces nice, but just too much power. What are you thinking here, Bob? Okay, so, all right, excuse me. My name is Ross. I actually call myself Bob when I mess up. So that's a definite miss, brain fart, whatever you want to call it. That was a horrible shot. So because I have no rough iron, you're going to see what happens. You pay for your mistakes. Fairways and greens. So I have nowhere to go here. I cannot reach, no matter if I had 8 miles per hour wind behind me. So I have to make sure I keep it on the fairway. And pretty narrow little landing spot. I thought, well, I'm going to shove it down there as far as I can, give myself a help. Okay, I just eyeballed it, figured, well, that's pretty good, because it's almost, I think it's, I don't even know what it is here. It won't tell me. I don't think I have it. Oh, I do. So I don't know, 3.8.
Great shot.
3.8, so yeah, maximum is only 2 rings. So I pushed it 2 rings at least. And not maximum, so right in the center, and I'm actually at 0 elevation. So I ended up, and let's pull it out here. So exit that, and let's set up this here, makes it interesting. So let's zero that out. Let's get our ball. This is what I do before each shot. Waiting for my turn. I've got my wind direction set. This is kind of cool because you can click on here, and then you can move it any way you want. I don't know if you can see this white dot here at the tip. So you just move it to whatever angle. Okay, so as we're so the wind is blowing straight that way. So put it like that, hit the arrow, then type in your wind, which is 3.0. Okay, look to the right. I move it down, and I'm at mid. Sorry, I think I'm at. I can't remember. I think I'm at min. We'll see how many rings I pull here. Okay, I'm trying to zoom in, get myself. This is a crucial shot for me. And I pull 1.3. Yes, so 1.3. Okay, pull for 1.2. I hit perfect.
Perfect shot.
Hit settling down, and nice pin. And
Birdie.
that saved me. My opponent actually didn't. He didn't. Ended up that he missed his chip shot because he ended up on the fringe. Okay, so we'll go to the last hole, 9th hole. I really like this hole. It is. It's a fun hole. And but yet this shot is crucial. Now with my Jack the Hack account, Jack the Hack 1, Okay, I'd be going over here where I'm tapping. I don't know whether it's showing, and that would be that little finger that's at just underneath the 2.1 miles per hour. Okay, I don't pulling for the wind here. I just want to stay. I want to get down there as far as I can, but I don't want to go into the rough. I've got to stay.
Great shot.
You're better off to stay on the fairway. You can hit it further the next shot. Okay, so, and it definitely could have went further, but that's not gonna change my third shot. Meaning, you know, after you lay up here, because we're gonna do a layup shot, unless you go for that other fairway, you're not gonna have a lot of chance to get there on the green in two, and to get it in from even down below where my rings are. I don't know, that little finger at the bottom beside the bunker, if you can get it in that area, you got to play a pretty big hook, pretty big slice around the trees in order to get it in. So, and I played with a guy who got successfully hit there, and then his second shot he hit it too much trying to get a sniper on the corner. He ended up in the rough and didn't get his eagle anyway.
Perfect shot.
So this is good, nice and clean into the shadow, gives me a chance at getting my eagle. Okay, so we'll take the last shot here. See what happens, and let's set up. So I've got my Kingfisher, and I'm checking, so I'm right at maximum. So let's put in our numbers here. So the wind, we'll move it this way. Okay, 2.5. So we got to move it 1.9 rings according to what I just typed in. So again, I don't have full ball guide, so I'm backing up a little bit. And so it should be, we should be pulling 1.9 rings. And hit a perfect shot. It's going to help every time.
Perfect
so
shot.
Just left of center, perfect shot. This is a very accurate club, and in the side.
Eagle.
An eagle. So there you have it. That's my 9 holes shooting for qualifying round of the Sport of Kings 9-hole Cup 2024. Thanks for watching. Hope this helped you. Okay, leave a comment below. Thanks for watching.